Mataroli, slow cooking pork, take one.
Well, here we are back again, and I really wanted to show you the brine container because overnight what I've done, I've turned it a few times, as you'll see. You can see the peppercorns, the bay leaves. What I didn't show you yesterday, I got some fresh oregano, or as our Greek friends say, oregano, out of the garden, and I added that, and that just adds that extra flavour. And yes, Bill, I did put an extra dash of the Jack Daniels in there, and as I said yesterday, just got to be careful not to overdo it. But once you've done this recipe a few times, you get to know the flavours and the smells, and I could just tell it just needed a little bit more, so I hope that'll all be good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take that pork out, and I'm going to drain it and dry it, and this is when your paper towels are your best friend, absolutely best friend in the kitchen. So I'll just move the brine out the way. Here we go, and I use mountains of these, mountains of chucks, but they're great. They are your best friend. Good when you've done your food handling and your RSA and everything else. It really is smart to follow those rules. So here we go. Pork ready to be drained and dried. Going to be very simple. The thing we've had to change is the weather. Our plans because of the weather. It's currently about 13 degrees outside, and it would blow a dog off a chain at the moment. It is that windy down here on the Mornington Peninsula. But that's what a peninsula is, a strip of land between two masses of water. And as we know, we've got Bass Strait on one side, and we've got the fantastic Port Phillip on the other side. Made up of a number of bays. So the Port Phillip and Bass Strait are blowing today. So that's okay. Rather than do it on the rotisserie or on the hot rocks even, we've brought the party inside, and we're going to do it in the oven, and we're going to do it in Nanny's lovely cast iron pot. And I'm a big fan of the cast iron. It's heavy, but it's just beautiful. When it heats up, it retains its heat. I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but give it a try, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed with cast iron. Anyway, I'm just going to rub a little bit of oil over the pork, and a very simple recipe then, really, not even a recipe, just a bit of salt, and pepper, because it's been in that brine, and I'm going to turn it into, rather than the roast pork with the crackle, we're going to do it low and slow for about 5 hours so about 120, 140 degrees. All ovens are different, you've got to respect that. So you get to know your oven, and when you want to do it slowly, do it slowly. You can't really go wrong. How you make good roasts by making bad roasts, I say. And when you muck a few up, then you learn from your mistakes, and there's nothing wrong with that. It might be a little bit crispy or a little bit burnt, some might say, but who cares? It doesn't hurt. So there's the lovely peppercorn. Oh, got to get the salt the right way, otherwise I'll be in strife. A little bit of salt, a little bit more salt, just to get that flavour. Remembering we've already got quite a bit already in the brine, and a few garlic granules. Why not? For our Italian friends, hey. All right. So I've oiled Nanny's lovely cast iron pot there. It's fairly dry, you'll see there. I'm just going to a bit of moisture on the bottom, so bear with me. It doesn't hurt because it's all that lovely brine has gone through. All right, so straight into there. I'll bring that up now, and we're going to put this in the oven. Here we go. Look at that. So a very simple recipe. You can add lots more things if you like. Some like to do a bit of a marinade. I'm going to keep this one very simple. We'll add some other ingredients when it becomes the pulled pork. when I return, I'm going to share with you something, one of my favourites. It's called Get Stuffed Potatoes, and it's a potato, lovely Mornington Peninsula potato here. Nice, whoop, whoop. Sorry about that. And with the apple core, and what we do, we decore the potato, and then we fill it. But when I come back, I'll show you that. You're going to love that one. It's a quirky. Over to my left, yes, there's a loaf of bread there, you'll see. Something I prepared earlier, a lovely garlic and very simple mixed herb loaf of bread. That's for another day, but I just wanted to show that to you.
How'd you make that, Dave?
Oh, there's James. James is awake now, that's nice. Hi, James. I made it with a very simple $100 bread maker. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on bread makers, but we'll leave that for another day. Anyway, I'm excited. I hope you are too. And when we come back, I'll show you those Australian Get Stuffed potatoes. Thank you.